Breaking news, guys. It has happened again. Oh. Chinese investors take another $57 million Nigerian government private jet seized from ex-minister Dan Etiti. These people are not taking this government for granted. This is what you get when you yourself not know what you dey do. People will play you around. People will turn you around. This is what Chinese government is now doing to Nigeria. Sheshong Industrial Investment Limited, a Chinese company, has successfully repossessed a private jet valued at $57 million from the Nigerian government. The jet, a Bombardier 600 type BD, 6000 type BD, 700 A1A10 was previously seized from Dan Etty, a former petroleum minister, and had been stored in Canada. The company, which has been seeking to confiscate Nigeria assets, received the necessary paperwork for the transfer of custodianship from Canadian authorities in Montreal. This development comes after a Canadian court ruled in favor of the cession, granting the company permission to seize the aircraft from Nigeria. People's Gazette reports citing sources. The court granted orders for the cession to seize the plane earlier this year, but the change of custody from Nigeria to the cession was only recently concluded. A person familiar with the cession's activity said anonymously to discuss the matter, the cession will not stop seizing Nigerians' assets worldwide until the last cent of the attribution award has been paid. Judge David Kula of the Superior Court had on March 21st, 2024, quashed Nigerians' agreement to keep ownership of the aircraft, which records shows was purchased for $75 million by fugitive Dan Etty as part of his spending bring shortly after netting over $350 million. Windfall from the lucrative but corrupt sale of OPL 245 oil field in 2010. Nigerian first seized the aircraft from Mr. Etty in 2016 and trapped it in Dubai. The flight tracking website shows it was then flown suddenly to Canada on May 29, 2020, where Nigeria quickly obtained a court order for seizure and held it at the main airport in Montreal. A Canadian firm, Tibbetts, sought to claim ownership, but Canadian courts allowed Nigeria to remain in charge of the aircraft. In 2023, the cession moved to seize the jet, which could accommodate up to 19 people, while pursuing enforcement of his attribution worth of over $70 million against Nigeria. Judge Kula said Nigeria failed to enter a dispute against the aircraft seizure by the cession, describing the country's agreement that could not respond to the lawsuit for 9 months over the February to March 2023 general election was frivolous and unacceptable. The judge also rejected Nigeria's sovereign immunity claim along the lines already items by the attribution panel and courts in United Kingdom and appellate court. With the Bombardier luxury aircraft now in its position, the cession has successfully seized Nigerians' assets in the UK, France, and Canada, where the country's guest house, presidential jets, and the 80 jets have been confiscated, respectively, with potentially more ceasefires expected in US in the coming weeks. Although Nigeria has lost all his challenge against the Chinese investors in at least 5 countries, it has nevertheless maintained no wrongdoing in the lawsuits, which stem from a, a broad free trade zone contract in Ogun State. Nigeria and Ogun State have disclosed ongoing efforts to resolve the matter with cessation, although no headway has been recorded since the parties first met in London from September 27 to 29, 2023. A spokesperson for President Bola Tinubu did not immediately return a request seeking comments on the latest developments. You see, Judge Kula said Nigeria failed to enter a dispute against the aircraft seizure by Zensenshen, declaring the country's argument that could not respond to the lawsuit for 9 months over the February-March 2023 general elections was frivolous and unacceptable. No patriotism. They could have entered a dispute to stave off this current issue, but they don't love Nigeria. They are just after what they loot from the poor country. If it was their personal looted front, they would have bet not Nigerians' money. Shameless and unpatriotic people that are called leaders. Nigerians. These are reactions from people. You know, this is a shame, national embarrassment. And according to the report, this is how they are going to continue to seize Nigerian assets until they are done seizing. Until they are done seizing. I will make a drop out for you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you and bye for now.